Resident Evil 2 came out on January 21st, 1998, and it's got so many little details and secrets that I don't even know if we're going to get through all of them in this one single video. So let's get to it! Number 1. Brad Vickers. Brad Vickers, sometimes referred to as Chickenheart, was the pilot for the Alpha team in the first Resident Evil. He was one of the survivors of the Spencer Mansion, but met his end shortly after the fall of Raccoon City at the hands of the Nemesis. Players can find a zombified version of Brad walking around the outside of the police station if they manage to make it there without picking up any items along the way. That means no bullets and no weapon from Kendo. If you manage to make it, you'll face off against Brad, who's rather hardy for a zombie. Considering that you've been skipping picking up ammo up until this point, you may not have the artillery necessary to take him on. Fortunately, you can enter the police station for more ammo, and Brad will be right there when you return. If you come back to this spot during the B scenario, you will also be able to fight Brad. Number 2. Alternate costumes. Players who manage to defeat Brad will get the locker key from his corpse. You can take this to the save room on the first floor with the dark room and use it on one of the lockers in the corner. This will unlock the alternate costumes for both Leon and Claire. Leon will have his choice of 2 different costumes. He will also hold his gun at an angle and fire more rapidly when wearing an alternate costume. Claire will only have 1 costume, but it comes paired with an exclusive gun.
This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army.
Number 3. Wesker's desk. Upon reaching the STARS office, you'll find that the place has been ransacked. Most of the valuable equipment has already been taken, but who would ever think to search the same desk 50 times? That's exactly what you're going to have to do with Wesker's desk. After seeing the same message again and again, players will be rewarded with a roll of film which can be developed in the darkroom, revealing a casual photo of Rebecca from the STARS Bravo team. Exactly why did Wesker have this in his desk? Number 4. Zombie types. The first Resident Evil featured a limited number of zombie types. Resident Evil 2 expands upon this by including numerous new zombie types as well as female zombies this time around. Number 5. Physical injuries. In addition to health meters on the inventory screen, characters will now indicate their current health by holding their side and limping based on how much damage they've received. Not only is this a great indicator of your health without having to go back to the inventory, but it also adds to the tension in those moments where you're out of healing items and you've got something on your tail. Number 6. Violence warning. Resident Evil 2 was the first game to feature the message at the beginning about scenes of violence and gore. This would become a staple of the series, appearing at the start of every game, and it would also be adopted by other horror franchises as a warning of things to come. Number 7. G-Virus. We're introduced to a new virus in this game, the G-Virus, which is said to be even better than the T-Virus in every way. The virus created by one of Umbrella's top scientists, William Birkin, and it was developed by experimentation on a young girl named Lisa Trevor, whose entire family was used and then eliminated by Umbrella. Years of infection caused her cells to be able to reform rapidly, giving the host the ability to recover from fatal wounds in mere seconds. Number 8. William Birkin. William Birkin was a scientist who rose in the ranks of Umbrella by being one of Oswald Spencer's go-to guys along with Albert Wesker. His experiments on Lisa Trevor would lead him to create the G-Virus, the most sought-after creation in all of Umbrella. When Birkin refused to hand over samples of G-Virus to Umbrella's higher-ups, they sent in a squad of soldiers to take it by force. Birkin was shot during the altercation and without hesitation injected himself with the experimental drug. This caused grotesque mutations in his physical form, as well as a rapid deterioration of higher brain functions. Number 9. G-Virus Antidote. If you're going to create a deadly virus, you'd better have an antidote ready in case of possible exposure. The crew at the Spencer Mansion found that out the hard way. That's why Umbrella's central facility in Raccoon City comes equipped with a machine that can synthesize an antidote to the G-Virus. Claire Redfield would later use this machine to create an antidote for Sherry Birkin after coming in contact with the G-Virus. Number 10. Resident Evil 1.5. Long before the game came out, there were screenshots and videos showing off the new characters Leon Kennedy and Elsa Walker, as well as a very different version of the Raccoon City Police Department. The game was nearing completion, and the developers weren't satisfied with the way that it was shaping up. They said that the locations were dull, and that the gameplay wasn't fun, and they were worried that it wouldn't meet the high bar set by its predecessor. So they restarted the project from the ground up. A few elements from the original story remain, like Sherry and her connection to William Birkin, but the story was rewritten to have a larger connection to the events of the first game. Elsa Walker became Claire Redfield, sister of one of the stars of the first game. This is also where Hideki Kamiya came in to direct and the zapping system was created. Number 11. A and B scenarios. At the start of the game, players will be able to choose to play as Leon S. Kennedy or Claire Redfield. You'll be able to play through the entire game with that character and their supporting cast. Once you've completed the game, you can save your clear data and play as the other character, only this time you'll get to see all of the events of the game from their perspective. Number 12. Zapping System. The zapping system is what developers use to connect the A and B campaigns by having the players make choices that would then carry over to the second campaign. This was necessary because the game initially shipped on a 2-disc set, with each disc containing one of the character's campaigns. You could leave behind weapons and upgrades, as well as register your fingerprints for a door that required 2 people to open, and the other character could then pick up these items and access new rooms with that information carried over. Number 13. Auto-aim. The auto-aim in this game is often overlooked because it's hidden in the options menu. By default, the auto-aim is set to off, but if you go into Controls options and select Option C, it will turn it on, allowing you to proceed with greater accuracy. Number 14. Mr. X. In-game, he's only ever referred to as Tyrant. The name Mr. X actually first appeared in GameFan's Resident Evil 2 strategy guide. Players will only encounter Mr. X in a B scenario where he will be dropped onto the police station by a helicopter and will relentlessly hunt the player. He goes down with a few shots of something powerful, just don't use the handgun on him, he shrugs it off. Each time, he will drop some ammo for you, so it's always worth it to fight him if you can spare the bullets. At the end of the game, he'll transform into the Super Tyrant, a creature with massive claws on each hand. The only way to take him out for good is with some heavy artillery.
Game over.
Number 15. Weapon upgrades. Leon can find upgrades of many of his weapons that will add some more firepower, as well as giving them a new look in the menu. You can find an upgrade to the handgun in a locked drawer on the second floor of the police station, and this will give the gun a semi-automatic setting where it shoots 3 bullets in a rapid succession. The shotgun can be improved with a stock found on a corpse in the abandoned factory. This will increase its damage, making it just about as powerful as the grenade launcher. Finally, an upgrade for the Magnum can be found in the Umbrella Laboratory, assuming you've grabbed a key in the abandoned factory. This makes an already powerful gun into a boss killer. Number 16. Hideki Kamiya. While series creator Shinji Mikami directed the first game, it was Hideki Kamiya who directed the sequel, marking his directorial debut. He was the one who came up with the zapping system, and he would later go on to create franchises like Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, and Bayonetta. Number 17. Japanese commercial. Japanese audiences would get to see a live-action commercial directed by none other than George Romero, the father of the modern zombie, that featured real-life versions of Leon and Claire. You can still find it on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description in case anybody wants to check it out. Number 18. The Fourth Survivor. Finishing the game with at least an A ranking will unlock the Fourth Survivor, a mini-game that lets you play as Hunk, a surviving member of the squad that assaulted William Birkin. You have the G-Virus sample in hand, and you need to reach the rendezvous point and escape the city. This is pretty much a gauntlet where you need to get from the sewers to the helipad of the police station. You start with a limited inventory, and you're left to your own devices. Resource management is pivotal in this mode, as there are no item pickups, no saves, and no checkpoints. It's just you and your ability to dodge the enemy. Number 19. The Tofu Survivor. If you manage to beat the A and B scenarios 3 times, yes, that's 6 times through the game, and you also manage to pull off at least an A ranking each time, you'll prove that you're hardcore enough to experience Tofu, a man made out of tofu. It's the same as the Fourth Survivor, except Hunk has been replaced with a giant hunk of sentient bean curd. You'll only have a knife in this mode, as well as a few green herbs. Get ready to die. A lot. Number 20. Wreckage of the Mad Experiment. When going through the A scenario, you have the option of inputting your fingers to a computer and registering a guest account. You'll then find a door that requires 2 people's fingerprints to open. Go through the same process in the B scenario, and you'll be able to provide the second set of fingerprints, unlocking the door. Inside, you'll find the remains of something that was seemingly sealed up in a stasis pod until it broke free and killed everyone. There's also another Umbrella operative here, who will have either the submachine gun or a magazine for it if it's already in your possession. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. I'm enjoying making these videos, and I had so many ideas left over after this one that I might make a second video about it. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.